to the series. You could feel the teams wanting to win. You could feel the desire, the importance of that first game. And Virtus.pro was able to put their thoughts into actions and take that first game of the series against Secrets Gaming. Welcome back, of course. CORSAIr DreamLeague Season 11 here with Bulldog, Gods, and Slack. And Bulldog, you were, I think, the only one who believed that the Alchemist was the correct way to go in this first game.
Yeah, I doubted the last big Brood one time. I was very wrong in that. Now the last pick, here's the last pick Alchemist, and I'm not going to doubt it. Do you have something in mind if you pick it like that? And they did. Sure, he struggled in lane a bit, died once, twice, three times, a couple times. Sure, it doesn't matter. Just pick up those bounty runes, you're super fun, and you're good again. Easy.
It sounds very simple. Is that it? You know, let's go to
pick
game two.
Alchemist game 2 again, is what I'm hearing. Pick bounty runes, win game.
It wasn't that simple though. The first half of that game, it was all Secret Gaming. They were in control.
Yeah, that Kunkka went absolutely bananas around the map. I mean, we were just seeing initiations in every single lane, just pure murder all over the place. But VP got their composure. They were able to turn it around, which was the worst thing they could have done. They have counter-cursed themselves. Now they've lost game one. They've won game one, so they must lose the others. What have they done? Thank you.
Yeah, flawless logic right there. What do you make of this first game, Gods?
For me, it was really so much about the team fight that VP had. The big ultimates, the Rolling Thunder from the Pengo, the Black Hole, or a lot of the time it was the threat of the Black Holes. They weren't any like really crazy fight-winning ones, but VP just had way better team fight.
Yeah, late game, of course, we had a Spectre coming out. Nisha Spectre was... It's good, but it can't do everything by himself. He was basically the only one still able to fight. And even he, where's the damage going to come from to kill all these tanky, beefy VP heroes?
Yeah, the Alchemist, I mean, the Kunkka was kind of struggling with farm, and so was Doom as well. So it was mainly the Nisha that kind of had to carry it, and he just got kited a lot. The Venom has late game, just one Gale, and he can't move that well. And then we have Pangolier that Pasha played again super well. Those Rolling Thunders just kept winning the fight. So it's just, you go late game, there's an Alchemist. It was just about getting those Ags as well. So if it ever got to that point, you know, they usually are greedy. They don't want to give away the Ags. But it was so close. So sadly enough, the game ended before then. But even if you go late game with Spectre, you think you're going to be fine. But Alchemist is like one of the greediest heroes. So there's also super good late game. So you're fine with that.
The really nice thing about Alk is he matches the Spectre's farm with Radiance, actually surpasses it because of the greed. But then on top of that, they had no burst damage to kill this Alk. So, you know, if you're doomed, if you have Chemical Rage up, you don't care. Spectre, Radiance, all of this is slow damage over time, and that's where Chemical Rage, you're always healing yourself back up through it all. They didn't have something, you know, like a Yapster Lion or some kind of insta-kill for the Alchemist this game.
Yeah, we're highlighting a lot of heroes here. This was not a specific outdraft, right? Because otherwise we would have all gone for VP in this first game. Was this draft, gameplay? Who steps it up? Who didn't?
I think this one actually was a little bit on the draft. I mean, we've seen so many people have these hard answers for Pango to make sure that he can't make all this space and go absolutely crazy. In this game, we didn't really see that. I mean, they had a lot of ways to fight, a lot of things to do, but nobody directly countered that Pangolier. And that has worked so many times in the past for teams.
Yeah, we're not going to have a highlight this time around, by the way.
Oh!
It was just too many things happening. Too much. What we do have is an MVP that you guys chose. Let's see who it was.
Whoa,
Was Twitch and Nolly or guys?
Pasha!
Chad being honest for once.
Chad
well done.
being accurate. Way to go. Way to go.
You changed, Chad.
I'm proud of you. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah. All right, guys. We're going to get it ready for game number 2. So we'll see you in a minute. facing each other. They just want to go again. And who are we to deny them that pleasure of playing a game of Dota 2 here on the grand stage of the Annexed? Welcome back indeed. It is time for Game 2. Virtus Pro Team Secret elimination on the line. Winner moves forward to the top 3. Loser ends 4th here at the Stockholm Major. In the opening, it's an OD Secret back to their comfort.
Well, it was banned in Game 1, so interesting that VP changed their approach a little bit. Despite winning, they say, you know, we're going to take out that Nyx and give you OD this time around.
Like to see that Pango ban this time. Too much space last game. So good to see that you don't have to worry about that. Just ban it out. Now we're opened up to the Enigma yet again.
And Enigma is still there. There's still also Doom. What other heroes got through? Oracle is banned. The Razor, they didn't pick it last game, but this time around it is against an OD, which is a good enough matchup. I think Razor comes on top of that, and no one as well is like it's probably one of the, if not the strongest laner in Dota right now, so he should be able to do just fine there. And hopefully he also goes that Atos build, which he's gotten Yules a lot, but hopefully just goes the Atos and just runs at them. And now with Doom as well, just running at them, no one can escape. Kill them. Quickly.
Take it easy.
VP's just going straight for the top meta heroes of the tournament. We saw it last game with Pango Doom, now it's Doom Razor. These guys have, sorry, Pango Enigma. This game it's Doom Razor. They have a very clear idea of what they want to pick that's in the meta.
I like that one. There's some very good artists in this audience, by the way. That's the highlight of Sweden. Everybody's drawing.
Home of art and Dota players.
This is true.
Very beautiful.
Very true.
So there you go, Enigma picked up. If you don't see a ban, you're going to see it picked in these high-level games right now. So just take it up.
I think they would ban some counters now, the Vengeful, which we've seen a few times. And Bane as well, we've seen that as well. Something that VP likes to pick up for solo, that he just plays pretty easily. See what did he get? The Spectre.
Interesting.
Okay.
I mean, that's just an insta open up for the Venge then, isn't it?
I think you should definitely be open to pick it.
Interesting. You know, we haven't seen as an answer to the Enigma in a long time, Rubik. He was pretty popular, and he's been pretty much ignored ever since we got to the main stage.
Yeah, I think we're gonna see. We saw him ban a couple of times. We saw earlier. We saw one Rubik play, I think, from Kaka, but I don't think it won. So
it takes a lot of skill to play that hero. You got to be really good, and these players here, they're okay, not good enough, I guess.
VP and Secret, yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of
they're not in the upper bracket. If they were good, they would be in the upper bracket.
All right, Bulldog, take it easy. You're on fire. What did you eat during the break?
Yeah, I ate your dreams.
Okay. Jeez. So alpha.
Took a grim turn.
I'm backing off. All right.
And talk some Dota to us then, Bulldog.
Dota?
Yeah, Dota, please. PA ban.
All right, if you're going to ban PA against any team and actually be serious about it, it is Team Secret. We've seen this one go absolutely bananas and could potentially, I mean, I think they kind of could deal with the PA, but yeah, choose to ban it instead.
Yeah, I think they have two pretty decent heroes against it, honestly. Like, I feel Doom is still one of the better heroes against it. The only thing they kind of showed in 2 cores right now on VP, and they still need an initiator. And you'd think that Ramses generally doesn't want to play initiator. So they need probably the Roger. Someone needs to start the fights. And we've seen Doom before kind of lacking that. Sure, you can go to Dagger, but it's not the best thing you can do.
In the past, when Virtus Pro went Doom, they had a support Batrider for Roger in terms of initiation.
Good. On some bat.
No, Batrider?
Batrider's not banned.
Sure, yeah, it's still available in the pool. We've seen more picked up in the early to mid instead of like the late gotcha pick.
Yeah.
But it's been moderately successful.
Could be hard playing into the OD who's got the Astral Save. If you're not going on OD and he's going to blink, he's just going to use it defensively to help out whoever gets going on.
Just grab the OD.
Yeah.
He can't save himself.
There you go.
Where did the puck go, you guys? first phase, couple games, everybody was on the puck train, and now he's just gone. He's just missing.
Yeah, it was. I guess at least one of those was against the Pengo that was picked up early. It's generally used against certain heroes, but puck not really. Could be. I mean, Secret's players support, but I think with Enigma OD they aren't looking for a puck. But VP, they are.
Yeah. I was just going to say that. Maybe they're not banning it out because they feel like picking it.
It's a good initiator they need, so fits really well in here. Not super clear who's playing who right now, because it could be Doom, Core, or Puck. I think mainly Passion are playing Doom, right?
In terms of Virtus Pro, yes, we've seen Doom twice on Pasha. And we've not seen it on Roger at all, actually. This tournament, that is. In terms of puck, though, both No One and Pasha have a tendency to play it, and actually Pasha plays most of the pucks that have been picked so far for Virtus Pro.
Virtus Pros.
And there we go. Comfort pick on the line. Saw Yapsor do very well with this earlier.
Yeah, just countering Puck. Like, he completely relies on mobility, and one stun and he's gone. We just get the Vengeful.
I'm surprised it took him so long to get that Venge.
Yeah, you just pick it up. It's really good here, obviously, against Enigma. We'll never see a good black hole, hopefully, now.
We do have some options, though. I mean, the instant disable, very good against Puck, but also not too shabby against Vengeful Spirit. As you know, that gives you an opportunity on that Enigma to actually do something while she's locked down from a nice Hex into a Spike. So we could see that come into play here by Secret. Virtus Pro looking, as you said, Achiever, pretty standard for the meta of the tournament.
It's kind of interesting, though, because at this point, you'd kind of think that Virtus Pro has 3 of their cores in their draft, but I don't think that... Are we going to see a Puck support? We have seen Secret playing Puck on Yapsor, of course. We've not seen Roger play Puck yet, but this could be something that they are going to pull out here.
I imagine most likely Puck Doom is the 3-4 in some order. They had this last pick of the draft. They're, to me, looking for a Ramses hero that's going to, carry this game, match up against Secret's heroes, one of those big hard carries. I don't think Razor is your big hard carry for Ramses here.
No, I hope not. Normally, you want something a little bit more late game for Razor, a little bit something you can rely on 50 minutes into the game if it gets to that point.
Yeah, before the Lion, something like TB could have been good, but it doesn't look like an amazing TB game. There's going to be double hexes on the other side.
Naga.
Okay. Wow.
So I think so far we have only seen Naga Siren on Ame for PSG LGD. Obviously not so successful earlier today.
Yes, stolen strats coming out from Secret, the people that beat them down. What is this?
You've got Sleep Black Hole combo. I mean, there's some obvious synergy there, and I like these games where Naga can get involved in a team fight early, and there's synergy with Song. If you're picking Naga and there's nothing to follow up a Song of the Siren, I think she's a lackluster carry. Where she excels is the big team fight.
It's really important. Vengeful is in good position this game. Otherwise, if he just groups up, runs in for a stun or something, and gets slept, you're just going to lose the fight. So he just needs to sit back, be ready for the black hole, and you're going to be fine in the fights, I think.
It is a 5-position Venge zone. That's where it could be under-leveled, could not have any items, or even like that getting level 2, level 3 swap could take a very long time. It's going to be a very hard game for solo positioning-wise.
He's got to play really well. Also on the side of Secret, they right now got Enigma and Lion, which is usually the heroes Yapsor plays. So it's I'm not a huge fan of Lion position 5. The hero just benefits so much from items. Having a dagger, like if this is 5, I'm kind of doubting he's going to be able to catch the puck, and he's a really weak laner as well.
Perhaps more likely it's a core Enigma then.
Yeah, I would assume it is just Psy Enigma.
Team Secret's turn to ban.
It's the last ban on Tide, so VP thinking that a Zai hero could still come out.
Yeah, more team fight as well. There's a lot of team fight already on the side of Secret.
It just means they want to pick a melee hero on VP now, some strong carry that finds Tide annoying.
I want to say something a little crazy here, but
Go for it.
could we be seeing Secret, maybe Darkseer? That could provide some of that wombo, huh? Huh?
Yeah, you sleep them and then you vacuum them all in and black hole them.
Yes. Huh?
The good old days, I remember.
Zai Wars 2019. I think Zai has been winning the Zai Wars for a long time. So, just another year. All right.
TB ban. I mean, they have some answers for TB, but it's still the best carry left in the pool that Ramses plays exceptionally well. So Secret will ban it out nonetheless.
We still have Morphling in the pool. What's wrong with him?
Yeah, I don't know. I put him as my hotly contested person this series, but...
Yeah.
Virtus Pros turn.
Well, excuse me.
Hello?
Dragons?
Dragons?
Jakiro. So we have seen Jakiro core in the past, but we have also seen Lion core in the past.
I think that's just a puppy hero.
And Enigma core in the past.
I want to say it's a 5-position Jakiro, and they just want more synergy with the sleep. You've got Ice Path to follow up now as well.
Yeah, the sleep is looking really strong right now.
I think it was just like, what's Puppy going to play? Because they really want to have this Yapster line with a lot of farm.
What is Ramses playing right now? They need someone that can deal with Naga pretty easily as well. What heroes are there left?
Morphling, please.
Yeah, I mean, Morphling's like the obvious. Yeah, you can see Ramses here. He's talking. He's saying what he's at least considering.
Ooh, spooky.
Which heroes are left in the pool for him other than
Is it an
Morphling?
anti-mage game even?
Jogger still in. Anti-mage. Ember Spirit.
This feels like an okay anti-mage game. Ember's not bad. Okay.
Okay.
Ooh, okay, I was not thinking that.
Aggression. The VP way. Let's go. Get in their face and kill them
Yeah?
quickly.
And you're thinking that is going to be a 2-0 then?
Yes.
Wow.
I'm feeling VP. It's their typical very in-your-face lineup. So I'm feeling it. The Naga, we've seen it a few times. It's not that strong of a carry yet. It still needs a buff or two before it's viable. I'm not feeling her.
All right, how about you, Parker?
It's, I'm going to go with Secret again. They've got the team fight of all team fights. That was where VP had the edge last game. And they've got Zai Enigma. So I'm gonna believe in the Swede.
Jakiro? What is that hero? I haven't seen him in ages, but a lot of magical damage against that gyrocopter, so has the propensity to potentially steamroll that sucker. So I guess I will have to go with Secret.
I have to go with Secret as well.
Oh no, it's happening again. Hold
it's
on.
Yeah,
happening.
boy.
We can only hope for. I just want a game 3. I'm thinking the reverse curse is at play here. Remember, during the game, vote for your MVP. Hashtag player names. You know the drill. You know how it goes. And next at Stockholm, please make some noise for your commentary team of Moxie and Lizard.
Hi, guys. So what do you think about this team fight coming out from Secret?
This team fight is insane. It's incredible. They have the Naga, they have the Jakiro, they have the Enigma. I haven't seen a team with a more powerful team fight in such a long time, so it's going to be amazing.
Now, what's the problem, though, is the fact that they have high cooldowns, right? Because, you use that Song of the Siren possibly to get into good positioning, reset, but you also, if you go and you use that Enigma Black Hole, those are 2 big team fights that are going to be, it's a problem if they're on cooldown.
You're playing this lineup, as you said, it has very good team fight potential, but at the same time, you're playing versus a hyper-aggressive Virtus Pro. You're playing that Enigma into a puck, into a Vengeful Spirit, which has been changed. You can't itemize versus Vengeful as an Enigma anymore. You can't get that Lincoln's BKB. It doesn't matter. She has charges on that swap, so it's going to be very hard to pull off that Black Hole unless that sleep somehow connects the Vengeful as well.
It definitely feels like an all or nothing sort of thing coming out from Team Secret, but you never know.
You never know.
These are very high-skilled teams. They can make it happen.
They can definitely make if VP managed to win that game, Secret can win this one as well. Anyone can win any game because that game was a huge throw by Secret. They had it in their hands and they must be feeling super bad about it. They are putting Zai on this Enigma, so I'm wondering, maybe it's not going to be the plan. This big wombo combo is available for them and it's a neat addition to their arsenal if they need it. However, this Enigma can still go for that utility build. Your Greaves, your Crimson, your Helm of Dominator, and then just start pressuring them. Jakiro, you'll see how much he can do.
Roger gonna try to cut off here. He's gonna get body blocked though, and they deny the rune.
Nisha. This guy just continues to impress with any hero that he plays, honestly, with these small little plays that he does.
All right, so Let's see what kind of hyper aggression we get out of VP here this time around, because we do have the gyrocopter. How do you feel about that Naga Siren for the pickup on Secret?
Well, we haven't really seen the Naga Siren be successful at all today, have we? Or in the recent times. The hero has been changed quite a lot. The Riptide does not work in the same way it did before, and I don't think the Radiance build works on her. So we'll see how it pans out this match. I'm just as excited as anyone else to see if that Naga still works or not.
You think they just picked it up because it's got the ability to kind of disengage or engage sort of thing, big team fight? Or?
It is definitely helpful. What that Naga definitely does, though, is it pressures mid-one into buying these early game engagement items, as he needs to be the one that carries them through the mid-game. Someone has to do it. Naga isn't nearly as strong as, let's say, a Jugger or a Troll after the laning stage, so she's going to need some time to get these massive items. And for that time, mid-one is going to have to be the guy that fights constantly with his team. So there's a bunch of pressure on him, and I believe on Zai to perform really well.
I mean, Zai's typically, you know, we've seen some really incredible games coming out from him during this particular major, especially the Bounty Hunter fight, so would not be surprised. These are both very, very good players, though.
We see that this matchup on mid, no one versus mid-one, is kind of even right now. You are playing that Razor into the OD, but it's not nearly as easy as it used to be.
Yeah, it used to be, you know, back in the day, like I'm talking years ago, this was, you know, a pretty standard matchup where it was...
Oh, this is good.
This is good right now because he doesn't have that Astral. Going to be able to zap some of that damage away from the OD now. That's why he says.
This was really good for no one, as he managed to steal a lot of damage away. He's going to be able to deny a lot of these creeps. 9-7, so he is kind of taking control over that mid-game, but that's just pure outplay by him, waiting for that Astral Imprisonment on the range creep. Roger, he's a Puck. What Puck hates the most is these spells that damage you over time, the dots, and Jakiro has plenty of those to use. So Roger might suffer on that offlane together with his Dome.
Yeah, it was a bit surprising to see that Jakiro picked up. It's not something we've been seeing a lot of, but again, like the panel said, it appears to be a, you know, puppy comfort pick here. One does quite a bit.
A Puppy is a big guy. He likes these big heroes, dragons. He just is tanky. Doesn't really offer a lot of saves, but is a strong laner, obviously, with that Jakiro, and he can match up almost versus anything.
A lot of pressure being placed, though, on Nisha. Roger just trying to get off a couple of these value clicks. But, of course, Puppy, you know, with that Breathe Fire, the Dual Breath, rather, you know, it's going to make it really hard for Doom to go for any sort of last hits. Waning Rift going to get used on Puppy, though. He's just going to play around with him a little bit.
You can really see that Puppy understands his strength as this hero, as he wasn't really walking away. He was looking Roger right into his little Puck eyes, standing there and waiting for the silence to wear off so that he can use the Dual Breath and the Liquid Fire. As soon as that is off, Puck has to back out. Mid-one, how's he doing? 11 CS versus 16 of Razor. He's doing fine. He hasn't been really countered on this lane. He's doing quite all right. I'm wondering if VP is going to be able to emulate the same playstyle that was used successfully against them. Can they go for that Atos or on Razor? Can they transfer these Ramses into early game potential hero that's going to just run over Team Secret after the laning stage? Or if he's going to go for Yules and a little bit more greedier of a build.
I don't know. I feel like, you know, that build works so well, right? You know, it started off on Viper players, and then we started to see it getting picked up on more and more mids for that sustain, for that, you know, catch. And it's just a really good build, good item. Atos is definitely is going to see some nerfs.
Oh, most likely.
So use it in your pubs now,
Most likely Atos is going to get nerfs. In this game, however, Yules is pretty decent versus the Enigma. It gives them another form of... Oh, let's see.
Yaps are making this rotation now. No one trying to sap that strength. There's going to be a TP rotation coming out from Solo. He needed one more hit on no one. They're not going to find it. In fact, Yapsar is going to get taken down his first blood.
There we go. In that last game, no one got ganked time after time after time again. I believe he had a small chat with his teammates after that game. He's like, guys, what's up? Are you going to just let me feed here time after time? Come and help me. Save me with these ports. and Vengeful Solo, he does exactly that this time around, and they get the kill on the Lion.
A little bit of sweet vengeance there from that one, for sure.
Zai.
Zai goes and grabs that bounty rune. He's probably going to pay for this, though, with his life here, because Ramsey's feeling hyper-aggressive, wants to get the last hit. It's actually going to be Solo who gets it. Yaps are going to have to run away.
Yapser should be fine, has those boots. I believe this is one of the players that buys boots on position 4s almost every single game instantly. He's very greedy about them.
Well, he made a lot of things happen last time because I believe he was the one who got the first blood in the previous game.
With that Nyx, yeah.
And he just ran away with it. Like,
He loves that item as a starting item on a support. Usually you see a lot more players go for stouts on these melee supports, that is, or more regen on the rage ones. But he just goes Rubik boots, Lion boots. He doesn't really care.
well, this time he's not being the super aggressive one for change. Top lane, though, Puppey in for some trouble here, and he's going to get taken out by Pasha.
Yeah, this is interesting. Naga completely abandoned this lane, is farming the jungle. It's not like he needed to go to the jungle, but he opted to. And Jakiro is just left alone on that top lane to outpush and farm.
I don't think he can really be left alone here, can he?
Well, he's gonna do his best, but they're gonna dive him. They have so much regen, and Pasha is just so tanky that they can do this time after time again.
But they might have gotten baited here, Roger. He's gonna use the Waning Rift, try to fly those little fairy wings out, but there's gonna be the Ice Bath, and of course the Dual Breath chipping him down.
Yeah, one wrong move with Puck, you don't have that orb, you're dead, especially versus a Lion.
So right now, VP, we're seeing that aggression come out, especially, you know, top lane, but they have to be careful. TP rotations are real. Otherwise, everyone's just pretty content to sit back, do some farming, start getting up some of these items. OD right now, or the CORSAIr actually, top of net worth, despite the fact that they're no longer in that lane. Again, the aggression coming out of Puppey will silence him up before he can go for that dual breath here. Just try to put some damage on the creep wave.
He's feeding here, but it's on purpose. They understand this is gonna happen. Sometimes when you're playing this strategy with a core that can farm the jungle, you as a position 5 are basically left alone on that safe lane to defend the tower for as long as possible and to get as much experience out of it. If you die, you die. It's understandable. Perhaps he should be joking a little bit in the trees, standing like he's standing right now. He was a little bit greedy. I'm not going to defend him too hard, but still he's doing his job.
I'm worried with, you know, you've got a Puck and a Doom in that lane, though, and they can make a lot of space.
They definitely can, but for now they are tied to that top lane because Puppey is just out pushing it.
All right, Nisha is joining the fight, though. Pasha still has his eyes on Puppey. Roger trying to duck away. We'll get that dual breath and the ice path. And they'll take down Roger. Now Pasha, they've got their Earth Spike. They're going to drain that mana. And mid-1 making a rotation. He would really like to have this kill. The Astral comes out. Nisha and mid-1 waiting for him to pop. There he
Puppey
goes.
gets a double kill. I just love the way he's playing on that lane, honestly. You can see that the first time they dove him under the tower, they killed him. Second time, okay, they killed him as well. The next 2 times he baits them into the Lion, he baits them into the Naga. They rotate around they rotate around him, and what looked like a free kill for the Doom and the Puck turns into their own demise.
I mean, that's part of Dota, is definitely the mind games where they think, oh man, let's just keep going after this little Jakiro. What's he gonna do? And again, they're still going after him. They've got the Waning Rift. They don't have any backup this time for Puppey.
Right, this time around, Puppey is like, all right, I'm just gonna feed that.
Look at his face. He's just, all right, this is my life now. Yeah, we do have a rotation coming out now with this gyrocopter. Nisha has to be a little careful. And at level 7. Puck spotting him out. Throws out the illusory. Waning Rift.
Yeah, there's the silence, but yeah, just gets rid of the illusions, but that's about it. The gyrocopter rotates top as he wants to pressure this tier 1 a bit earlier. You are playing this hyper-aggressive lineup, as we have stated before, so you want to be rotating your core much earlier on their side of the map than in some normal games.
Solo is trying to run away. Won't quite land that Earth Spike. He is trapped, though, by these creeps. There's going to be the Hex.
He's doing the Puppey.
Yeah, he is doing the Puppey right now, all right? Yep, so just sits there, knows he can't go anywhere. And they'll just casually take down Solo.
At the same time, you did take down that tier 1 on top lane, and you're invading Secret's jungle. with 3 of VP's heroes,
Radiant's bottom
which
tower
is pressuring
under
Naga a
attack.
little bit back.
Well, again, you've got this great lineup coming out from Virtus Pro that's able to
Radiant's middle
fight
tower is
They-
under
very
attack.
early, whereas the Naga needs time to come online. So she has to be very careful about where she's farming and make sure that her team is placing up a lot of vision so she doesn't get ganked.
This item I haven't actually seen in a while on Enigma. He's going for a Midas.
Oh.
The coil is there.
Dream Coil gets used now. Hone Puppy, Roger, very forward. There's going to be Plasma. Link comes out on Puppy. Are they going to take him out? Puppy slowly flapping those wings, but don't find him. They can't get this Enigma into this fight just yet. We'll be able to take down Solo. Mid one joining the fight. Ramses now has to be careful.
There's
And it's
double
got double
damage.
damage. They drop the hammer. Mid one. He's sitting very low though. Roger throwing out the illusory orb. Look how low Zai is. Oh, he wants to go back in, but he can't. Oh, but the
Oh!
field. They find the kill in the trees.
No one there, just to zap him down in that last second. And I was just about to praise them. Nisha?
Nisha.
There's Doom, but do they have the damage?
He was thinking about it. They'll
Nah,
back
they-
off.
It's hard. The tier 1 is still there. They can rotate in and save him. And I was just about to praise all of them, how good they are at just poking and prodding the enemy team until their limits, right? Until they're so low that they have to go back, but then Zai still dies. And he's buying that Midas, so that's a big deal for him, as it's gonna be delayed even more. That Midas got... Okay, he's not buying it. He gave up on it. I can completely understand this. He's going for mech instead. He had it queued up before, but the mech is definitely a better option. Going for 2 Midases and also having a Naga on your team is just way too greedy. There's no way VP wouldn't punish that.
Well, that seems to be the meta right now, is just being very, very aggressive early on. That courier is going to let mid one know somebody's nearby, but we'll back off.
I actually love how meta switched in a matter of 2 weeks from being all about being as greedy as possible with those Midases into being as aggressive as possible. Just in this major, we have seen that switch actually happen.
I mean, we're lucky we have a great game. We've got, you know, we've got a meta that changes all the time, so it's always fresh, it's always interesting. It makes our job a little hard sometimes, right, because so many things change. But it gives us a great experience here. Swap comes out, Zapsor, Magic Missile, followed up with no one. Takes him down. That should translate easily into a tower push.
There we go, no one went for a little bit different item build there with drums and sticks. No Yules, no Atos, nothing like that, but it does allow them to catch up to these targets a bit faster. That's one of the reasons why Lion got caught there before he managed to impale them. Coming out of smoke, obviously. Roger is having a decent time too. Not really the perfect puck game so far, as he has fed a few times, but he's found his levels, has those arcane boots.
Well, again, as a support, you know, it's, I don't want to say, it's never okay to feed. Never okay to feed. but
On position 4, definitely.
it's all right, though. Like,
You want to get that Blink Dagger as fast as possible as a puck. It doesn't matter that you're a position 4. So we have the BKB queued up on Gyro. No one is just farming so well too. He's keeping up with the Naga.
That's pretty scary because they're going to come online a lot faster than this Naga Siren, depending on the build, though.
Actually,
right?
yeah.
You have the Diffusal.
Exactly.
No Radiance.
You just said it, they're gonna come online, but that's only if you consider that this Naga is going super late. With that Diffusal, that Naga can already be a threat in these fights. The problem is these illusions are gonna die fairly fast to the magic damage from VP. And the AoE damage, obviously.
Dire's
We've also got the
middle
static
tower
link
is
on the
under
Razor.
attack.
Be able to zap a lot of that strength away. Zai's still working hard on that mechanism. Be keeping his eyes on, or rather, we'll be keeping our eyes on Zai. See what he can do with these fights.
They did sack him a little bit on that offlane. They didn't really give him any assistance, and because of that, we can see that he's struggling a little bit with his item timings. He didn't even go for that Dominator or anything aggressive. But after that mech is up, he's gonna bring some utility to his team at least. But right now, Roger is around.
Roger spots the Enigma, uses the Dream Coil. We'll get the Waning Rift off.
Hiding behind
Just
that
the
tree.
swap coming out. Magic Missile. They've got that homing missile coming in. Pasha chasing him down. One more hit. And there
Right.
goes Zai.
That's so much space though. 4 heroes rotated to kill him. Yeah, your Gyro is farming there, so it's not too bad, but at the same time, Naga is having the freest time of her life, just farming in that jungle. Same goes for the OD.
Scanning.
Yapsar's trying to get into position for this room. Runs right into Solo, but there's a lot of people behind him with the double damage again on mid one. He's rooted into place. Roger making his way forward again. Mid one, trying to just disengage right now. Does have a homing missile on him. Nisha standing nearby, has a Song of the Siren if needed. Will turn around up, but they're going to get doomed. He's not going to be able to do it. They just have to run away. Zai, of course, does have that black hole, but they're just going to take down mid one too fast, as the rest of Secret has to run away.
Yeah, as you called it, Zai does have that black hole, and he had ways of using it, even without it being cancelled, but there's no follow-up. The Naga is already doomed. You don't really have the damage there, and the OD is already pretty much dead, so...
Now, it started off as a simple, just trying to get that bounty and quickly changed around here for Secret.
Yeah, if you're Secrets right now, you have to wait for these items. You have to wait a bit more time. You just aren't online right now, and they've been greedy like this versus Keen, and it worked out for them. I'm not certain if you can be as greedy versus such a team as Virtus Pro.
Radiant structures are fortified.
No.
Puck is out pushing top, just farming. He's gonna force someone back to defend that tier 2. It's pretty good for him, getting closer to that Blink Dagger of his.
Does that change things around quite a bit once the puck actually picks up the...
It gets
the blink?
much easier for them to catch targets. Right now they have no catch. Basically, how they're entering these fights, as you've seen in that last engagement, they just ran down the OD with the drums, right? They pop those drums and they run at him. When puck gets that blink, they're gonna have a little bit of an easier way of initiating.
You just worry about Nisha if he's going to be able to make it through.
Oh, these stacks.
That's a huge stack. Oh, boy. Oh, Solo?
Solo, my friend. Get out of there.
Radiant are scanning.
These new ancient camps, they root you.
Those
they
Prowlers,
dish out
man, they're the
1,000
worst.
damage. Yeah.
The worst. Mech is completed, though, for Zai, so going to have a little bit more sustain in these fights.
Yeah, you're gonna heal up a little bit of the damage that comes your way, but not a whole lot. You need those Greaves. You need some item that's gonna tank up this Naga and her illusions. You are playing Naga into a gyrocopter, into a puck. These illusions just die instantly. Even with the Manta, I don't believe it's gonna be enough. But it is gonna beef the Naga up a little bit at least.
Now, is this a situation where, like, the later it goes, the better it appears for Secret because of the fact that, Naga's going to come online? Of course, mid one's going to have, ideally, you get the best black hole possible. Mid one's going to be able to just keep on, wailing away at people. Or is this something that, Gyrocopter and the Razor and Doom...
Honestly, these two drafts look so balanced to me that I can't really call it later on who has an advantage. I haven't really seen a lot of Naga, but not a lot of Gyro either. These heroes aren't the top meta picks at the moment, and if you look at it that way, yeah, Enigma is a really strong late game hero with that black hole. You can go through, you can pretty much win any team fight, but at the same time you're playing it into Avenge and you're playing it versus a Doom. Doom is pretty much the same. You have that Doom. If you manage to take out mid one, like he's gonna take out Roger right now, perhaps.
Yeah, they've got the they just have so much control on this puck that it's a really nice pick off, and of course having the OD there.
It's just Roger things. Honestly, when he plays a hero such as Puck, he's just always out pushing these side lanes, trying to create space for his team and also get his items out. So if he dies, he dies. It's just the thing that he does. It's a calculated risk for him.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
They've got a bit of split pushing going on now from Secret. Some pressure being placed on that top lane. Mid lane, of course, being chipped down by the Jakiro and the Einlance. Mid will fall. Got a homing missile over on mid one.
They are forcing in here. They have the vision actually on this cliff, so they should engage.
BKB coming out from no one's going to try to burn down Yapsar. They got a really nice Dream Coil. Yapsar is out. Puppy's out. And the rest of the Secret is running. Look at what he wants. He's like, come back here.
That Doom was angry with the haste, but they had a really good ward there. VP, they planted a very defensive ward in Solo.
Solo in for some trouble, yeah. He's just going to slowly get burned down by Nisha, and...
Just a poor position 5 life right there. Yeah. He has those wards, he wants to ward. He basically wanted to plant them right on that cliff where Nisha was unfortunately farming at that time.
I mean, you don't go up to Mount Doom without any sort of vision.
Exactly. Nisha is getting closer to that Manta.
Do have the 2 blinks picked up now. We've got one on Doom, one on Puck, so they're just probably... they were already running at them. They're going to be blinking and running now.
Yeah, I love this blink Doom. the good thing that Secret has going for them is that Naga with the sleep. So if you blink in and try to doom that OD, there's always some form of resetting the fight with the sleep or just bailing out. No one, just chilling, farming. Same goes for Gyro. What does Gyro have right now? He's been off the map for quite a long time. He's getting that BKB very soon. No Mails from Aghanim's, nothing like that. No Midases on Ramses. This is how he plays the Gyro. He just wants to be... He wants to be able to fight at every single aspect in the game, at every single time.
That's what a gyrocopter does best, right? Wants to be in the middle of everything. Secure themselves about it, right? No one.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
We've entered this point in the game in which they don't really want to do a whole lot. Perhaps we're going to see a smoke from VP as these BKBs are finalized and the blinks. But you can see that Secret is very passive on their side of the map, just farming, just satisfied with anything that they can get across the map, waiting for this Naga to hit that Manta timing at least.
Yeah, I feel like Secret is just trying to dodge right now. Trying to make sure, you know... Do you have the... They actually do have the Manta, I believe, finished up on...
They should.
Yeah.
That Manta is there.
They need a bit more, because like you said, they've got very good solution to the illusions, being able to clear them. And again, they're working on their BKB timing. So Razor had already picked that up, but I believe Gyrocopter still...
Yeah.
A little bit of... Oh, never mind. I lied.
He's got it. It's a
now.
Gyro. He takes a stack or two and suddenly he has 1,000 gold more, so it's understandable. They're gonna take this tier 1 down. They're posturing themselves so aggressively. They understand that they're in a better position right now, but this is still very cocky coming from them.
Mid one is pinstering now over on no one. No one pops the BKB, wants to take down Yapster. Will leech some of this damage though away from that Yapster. He's got that homing missile. They've got the Guardian Greaves. Not going to be able to run that Lion out. And now Naga goes, dodges, uses the saw. This is it. This is Sonic Black Hole. Poor people are stuck in this Black Hole. They're just wailing away on him. He's going to be, they turn back around. No one trying to get out. They go and do mid one. He doesn't even care though. Oh, Ramses, you can't run from that. What a fight.
Zai, you absolute beast. Together with the Nisha sleep. What was that? VP, that... I'm out. I'm speechless. VP, honestly, they were super cocky. The way they're playing this game from the get-go, they had to be punished. And honestly, a little bit of me is satisfied that Secret have done it, that they managed to pull off this massive wombo combo. Look at this.
God, look at they're just so confident. And then just Nisha, go over here. Just waiting, the song of the siren.
The ice bat on the bench.
Thank you very much. Look at that. Look at the damage.
Yeah, you can see that ice bat was so crucial from Puppy as it completely shut down Solo. He was stunned, so he couldn't really use that swap to kill the black hole, to stop the black hole from having full duration. And yeah, VP, honestly, they are hyper-aggressive. Secret, they baited them with their hyper-aggressiveness into a bad position and they punished them. Very well played by Secret.
You know, we keep saying about how Virtus Pro doesn't allow you to make any mistakes. Same thing goes for Secret, though. And that situation, it almost felt like they forgot that there was an Enigma. Maybe they figured, okay, you know, doesn't have a blink.
They're not stopping. They're just going into the pit because they do realize now there's no black hole, so let's just go in. But of course, Secret, they're not gonna let this go for naught.
They're smoked up. They've got Song of the Siren back up fairly soon if they want to go in. All right, the root coming out on Roger. BKB gonna get popped on Ramses. Wants to make sure he gets it. They will just burst down Roger. No one. They've got that Song of the Siren here. Nisha trying to run himself out. Will get stunned up. He's right around the pit. Where's the rest of his team, though? They don't have that jump. And there's going to be the call down. Swap comes out from Solo. Can they get this kill over onto Nisha? He's trying to run out. Again, they have the Astro. Look at the dual breath coming out. Ramsey's going to get taken out. Pasha burning slowly. Nisha, for some trouble, is going to get taken out. There's going to be the ice path coming through.
You need to get out.
Get out now, Virtus Pro. Yapster, he's thinking about it. But
oh, Ramses, he did not know that mid one does not have that ulti of his still on cooldown. If he knew it, maybe he would have tried and fought it there.
There's a sheep stick on this OD, and he's running fast and furious at Ramses, but nope, just gonna use that Midas.
We were talking a lot about the Naga and her item progression, but this OD is a beast right now. He was just standing on that high ground, wailing down on them with the arcane orbs.
Radiant's top tower
this
is under
positioning.
attack.
Hi, Nolan. What you doing?
He has no catch, sadly. Can't really get to him.
Radiant's middle tower is under
I was
attack.
praising VP how good they are around that rush fight, and
Oh,
let's see.
immediately the TP to
Pasha.
the shrine. They have the BKB on Ramses, but Pasha's just out of here. And the rest of Secret just want to walk away. The Dream Coil, though, will connect. It looks like they're going to lose
Greaves.
Zai here. Uses those Greaves, trying to stay alive long enough. Not going to be able to. Mid one, though, trying to find a way out.
Has a lot of
They've got a really
intelligence.
nice ice path. They'll go, they'll drop the
Oh.
hammer. They'll take him out. Astral going to buy a little bit more time. No one is taking so much damage. 280. It's going to take him out. Oh, Roger, not quite done yet. He wanted to go for that rune. Yapzor, though, says, nope, that's mine. See you later, nerd.
Such a great impale from Yapzor, and both of these teams are just playing out of their mind right now. Such a pleasure to watch this high-level Dotes.
This feels like this could be a grand final. honestly.
It definitely
It's
does.
amazing.
That Doom, Pasha, yeah, he's porting into that shrine, and it looks like a mistake, but it truly isn't in the grand scheme of things, as he's making them stick around just a while longer so that Puck can go in, dream call 2 targets, so that everyone else can follow up afterwards. They do have their big ultis now. That Enigma. He died with 8 seconds on the black hole. If he had it there, it would have been a different kind of a story. It would have been a different team fight.
And Zai's got to blink.
And now he's got it.
So he doesn't have to rely on the Naga, but
He doesn't have to rely on that sleep either. They don't really need to properly set up for him, but at the same time, they need to still be careful about that vengeful. You have the swap versus the black hole.
exactly. You got to be very, very patient.
Oh, the Reaver is completed.
We wanted this Naga to get tankier.
And he has a
full
heart.
So, Secret.
What's really good about this Naga in this game, which is just becoming very apparent to me, is the fact that with that heart, he's tanky enough to stay in front, to soak up the majority of this damage, while OD is soaking up the int. This OD can be the true carry for Team Secret. He can be the one that actually dishes out the majority of the damage that's necessary for them later on.
And we've seen mid one definitely do that before on his
And of
OD.
course, the Absorb with his silly Aghanim's here going in. Oh, not
Why are you
silly.
calling it silly?
I'm kidding. It's just interesting that he's rushing that Aghanims every single time, but it's working out super well for him. He
Look at
has
the
it.
wombo.
26.
Think of the Wombo.
Yeah.
You've seen what Zai can do with a good black hole.
Dire's bottom
You
tower
want
is
that. You want to be a part of that. One Eidolon, scouting. At the bottom tier 2 will fall.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Oh, Zai jumps forward. They get the ice out. They'll actually go and use the black hole because they just want to take out Ramses. And they'll find it. They will find it. They'll find themselves solo as well. Possibly Nisha. He doesn't care that there's a dream coil because he's just going to take out the Vengeful Spirit.
Yeah, sadly for Ramsey, Solo had to be right next to him. I don't know why he wasn't. I guess he went back a little bit faster than Ramses did. Perhaps miscommunication, perhaps the fact that Naga was chasing him down, but you have to be behind your carry if he is making such an aggressive movement. They do use that black hole, however, so it is a big commitment, and then that gyro is going to be up in 20 seconds. After that, I think it's VP's time to strike. It's their time to fight.
Roger just going to cut the wave. It's an Invisible available top. Zai just going to poke away at him a little bit. Puck,
Should
of
be
course, going to
fine.
be able to... Yeah, he can just puck out. Nice Invis rune here for Yapzor.
This game is in such a situation right now that it can go either way. I think there's a slight edge for Secret, but it's not completely... It's not a game that's completely in their hands whatsoever.
Zai's had enough of Roger's games.
It's
Go
fine.
take down half of those trees right there. It's a little fairy dragon.
There's no way Enigma kills him alone without black holes. He's
Solo
fine.
goes for the swamp over here, but Yapzor wasn't expecting he was there. We'll use the finger. Is going to get burnt down.
Oh, the
But there's
sleep!
the song. Zai's
No
there.
black hole, right? All right, that's just...
That would be a perfect setup if he had had that black hole.
I
prepared,
got
but
debated a little bit there by Nisha. I did not see that Zai...
We saw one
We
heck
saw it
of a...
before.
Oh, it's not over yet, though. Not over. Macro Pyre going to be able to burn Solo down. Nisha, Zai coming forward. There's going to be the BKB coming out from Ramses. Roger
Oh,
gets
the
a
coil is
really
good.
nice Dream Coil over onto 3 heroes. There's going to be Ice Path, though.
Mid one,
Mid one
however.
is just wailing away over here, stealing up all the hint that he can. Is doomed, but still will be able to help take down Pasha with Nisha. And, oh, Ramses, he's going to run out of this fight. Nisha doesn't really have the means to catch him at this time.
It was very apparent what VP is missing in this game right now after that last team fight, and that's those crucial dooms. They need these doom initiations together with the Dream Call so that they can take down that OD fast enough. So far, Doom has either died way too soon or he used the Doom way too late when the BKB is already popped by mid one. So perhaps they need to smoke up, find the right target with that Doom and then take a fight.
I love the way that Secret is doing this draft, though. Like you said, having that Naga being, you know, it's very rare that you get the chance to have your, oh, hold that thought as the Hex comes out. Roger, you might have been a little bit too cheeky here. Impale from Yapzor, and they finally catch that pesky little fairy dragon.
Very good positioning by Yapzor there. If mid one is alone, I don't think he gets the kill because of, puck out, so.
Well, mid lane, though. Nisha just moves himself back. Puppy standing nearby.
He almost has that butterfly completed on Nisha though. And the black hole is up again.
Yeah, it feels almost like they're baiting Nisha, like, go on, we dare you. Try to make a play. Zai jumps forward, Malphus. Ice Path comes out, call down will clear out some of these creeps. Mid one though, again, they have that finger. It's just a fast pick-off for them here.
Yeah, Yapzor is not burying his fingers whatsoever. He's just zapping every single target he can all the time.
That's how you got to do it. This is very interesting, the fact that, you know, VP picking such an aggressive draft, and it feels like Secret just... They're the one bringing the aggression.
They're the ones bringing the aggression right now after that huge team fight in the mid lane. That huge wombo combo with the sleep, with the black hole. Before that team fight, it was VP's game. They were in full control. They aren't any longer, however. This Naga has reached that critical mass.
So what's the best plan of action right now for VP?
They need this MKB on Ramses, first and foremost. He noticed that the butterfly is about to be completed on the Naga, so you need a way of actually dealing with those illusions. The AoE damage is there still from the puck, from the Razor, but is it going to be enough? I don't think so. And then, in these teamfights, you need to use that Doom on the OD.
And the OD just picked up another item, I believe. I think it was the Blink. Yeah, it's going to be very difficult to get your hands on this OD.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to reach him. You have these illusions just attacking you in the front lines. You have the sleep, you have the Enigma that you have to worry about. So just going for that OD is much easier said than done, definitely. But Pasha, if there's any player that can do it, it's him. So the burden is high, but...
And Puppy's been very on point with these ice paths, but we get a smoke-on-smoke action here. So if they're paying attention to the mid lane, yeah, we see the pings. We see the pings. They want this. They've got a double damage on Nisha. Puppy will break the smoke, try to bait them in a little bit. Again, on the high ground. There's going to be the song, though. They Delta split. They Delta split. Are they going to go? Are they going to use this black hole right now? No? Oh, yep, yes, they will. And there's going to be jump. They've got the Doom, though, so Venge, nope, doesn't matter because mid one is on these back lines, and he's just chipping away at everyone. Ramses has that BKB going, though. Nisha having to move back. They want to reset after that.
The sleep has been used, the black hole has been used, the Doom has been used as well.
Zai's going to survive.
And Zai survives, yeah. So these big ultimates have been committed. However, I think VP, even with the buyback on the Venge, maybe they're a little bit satisfied with that as the black hole has been used and the Rosh is up. So you don't have that threat if you want to go and try to take that Rosh. You have the Venge with the minus armor. You should be able to play around that Rosh bit now.
And that's the problem with the Secret draft, too, is if you use all of those big ultis, you have this nice window of opportunity where you might be able to, you know, get a good pick-off sneak and kind of even up a little bit.
Sadly for VP, they aren't really setting the tempo of the game whatsoever. They're letting Secret do that. As you can see, they're waiting for these big items of theirs. They're waiting for the BKB on Doom, while Secret, they're the ones that smoke up, even without that black hole. They're in full control. That's how it looks like. We see Roger just out-pushing, split-pushing, creep-skipping. That's not really his usual role. He's the one that rolls in, finds them, creates space, baits them onto attacking him so that his team can follow up and strike. This game around, he's just been that puck that's annoying, right? Just creeps, skips all the time and split pushes.
I mean, sometimes that's just what you got to do. That's got to be your
Doom
job.
should be very careful on that bottom lane. I believe he might fall here.
Oh, the song's back up, mid one. Waiting patiently for his chance to go and just, yep, Zai actually going to be able to get that kill.
Yeah.
Just a nice gank, just out of position. Not even out of position, right? He's on his side of the map. It's
Pasha is
no
just
vision.
having a rough game, honestly. He was a little bit greedy there, trying to finish his item. I believe he did, but at the same time he dies. And that's 40 seconds. 40 seconds in which he's dead, 40 seconds in which Secret can take control of the map once again, go onto that Radiant side if they want to.
Now this is a big problem because Enigma just picked himself up his very own BKB.
It is big, but it's...
So Doom has to hold that Doom. He has to use it on Enigma during these fights.
You have solo as well.
That's true. You do have the swap coming out from Revenge, but they're very patient about that too. Because he's trying to save, right? Because Ramsey's in the middle of everyone. And he's got to be close enough where he can swap him out into safety.
Honestly, I was being very rough on Pasha, but I believe the reason why he is doing these bad dooms onto the Enigma to prevent the Black Hole is because Vengeful is standing in very aggressive manner all the time. Like, Solo is trying to get these aggressive swaps instead of just being the patient one that swaps die once he Black Holes. So.
All right, Black Hole's up in a couple seconds.
Look at this, they're just inside the pit. Both of these teams, they have ways of scouting Rosh from distance. You have the Roger with the Orb, also you have the Eidolons on the side of Secret and the Illusions from the Naga.
Oh, another double damage rune. Gonna get picked up by Nisha here.
Double damage!
You can see that they're instantly crossing the river with that double damage. It's so good.
Roger's in good position here.
Roger.
Casually walk away from Puppey.
This is one of... If Yapsur has a blink there, they definitely take that puck down, but...
This is a scary fight for them, though. Nisha's just in that pit. You know, they've got a song, they've got a black hole.
It's VP in the Rosh fight, though.
True, this is where they excel. So Nisha, immediately the Hex is used. Ice Path, swap comes out from Solo. Zai, gonna help them burst down just a little bit, and they'll be able to take down Solo. There's no Solo for this fight. They used the Doom on the Enigma, though. And Pasha chasing him down slowly but surely. Yapsor trying to run himself out, but they use the song on the other end. Yapsor gonna be able to hit the shrine, though. He's up and alive. Pasha in for trouble, although Puppey also needs to get himself away. Midone has his own KB, and they'll take down Puppey. Now they're still fighting around here. Zai still has that black hole, waiting very, very patiently. No one, he is caught in that ice path.
At the same
Nisha
time,
is dominating. Get that over there. There's the black hole. And that's going to be a quick walk into the Roche pit. They did buy back on the Razor, though.
Remember what happened that last game? How Secret lost it.
Who have we found over here?
Razor bought back, but he cannot contest this.
He can't get in there.
Pasha maybe with the blink and try and sneak it, snatch the Aegis, but that's not good.
It's gonna be rough for him.
The same thing happened for Secret that first game. The same thing, absolutely. VP, they outplayed them by baiting their big spells, and now Razor.
We have any follow-up?
He doesn't have a buyback. He just bought back.
There's the Hex. They wind up for the Ice Path. Mid one just walking at him. Yapster's getting in on his action. Has the finger. No one's out. No buyback down for 116. And the GG.
That's it.
Just like that. Secret. Take game. And the series.
Honestly, this last Rosh fight was so well played by Secret and so horribly played by VP. Just the sides have just switched. The Doom uses that Doom onto the Enigma, but isn't really able to follow up, isn't really able to take her down with the BKB. At the same time, Naga songs, so you can't really take down anyone else either.
What a game.
What a game indeed.
That setup was just beautiful. I still can't get over that beautiful, just the setup coming out from Nisha with the song into the black hole. Like, that was like the moment for me.
That combo wombo was huge. That ice pad that prevented Venge from swapping the Enigma was also on point. Everything was well executed by Secret, and that's why we love Dota, honestly. Every time you have these teams, they are hyper aggressive, but you have to find ways to punish them. Secret, obviously a top tier team, does find the right way, baits them under that tier 1, baits them into their own trap.
I am totally okay with having a game number 3 for sure. This has been incredible. So we do have one more game coming up, guys. We're going to go to a short break. You want to be here for this last one. There's no way you want to miss it.
Say my name so my powers will become yours.
I'd like to purchase some of your finest beer, please.
A lair. Yes. If you have a location like on a cliff,
Overlooking some water.
overlooking some water, then we will take that.
In esports, we are still at the beginning, and giving context to data is super complex. Technology and stats and insights can really help doing that.
12 rounds, ding ding. Sick and tired of the whole damn thing, yeah. Stick a move in the ring. You can hit me with the words you fling. You're never gonna keep me down. You're never gonna keep me down. No, no, no. You're never gonna keep me down. You're never gonna keep me down. No, no, no. Be lucky if I stick around. Maybe foolish, but I ain't a clown. No, no, no. You're never gonna keep me down. You're never gonna keep me down. No, no, no.
In front of the home crowd, Zai delivers on his Enigma in the second game of the series here with Virtus.pro and Team Secret, of course. It is the CORSAIr DreamLeague Season 11, and we're live from the Annexit, the Stockholm Major. We have 4 teams left, and one of them is going to get eliminated in the next game, and it's going to be Secret or VP.
Oh,
Oi!
I thought you just said secret in my heart. I thought you were just going to stop. Gracious, what a game, man. That was pretty cool. We got to see these out-of-meta heroes coming in, doing all that burst damage against the most meta lineup I've ever seen. Beautiful stuff.
It was a fun game. Like some of these big ultimates flying around. You know, it's not everyone's favorite hero, but in small doses, it's okay.
Yeah, I think it's kind of changed though. People hated the old Naga because of the Radiance, just ratting all game, just split pushing. But now it's more of a fighting hero a little bit. Sure, it needs time to farm, get your items up. And, but yeah, VP looked kind of good at the start. They were very aggressive. Things were going good, and then, you know, going a little bit too deep. And the sleep comes out, and they're not really ready for that, the combo. And Vengeful being slightly out of position. We talked about Solo needing to have perfect positioning, and he didn't. So when they got caught, he just got Ice Path, and the team wiped.
I mean, that was heads up by Puppy to know that he Ice Pathed the Venge, and then the other 3 heroes get Black Hold. I mean, it wasn't an easy win for Secret. VP made him work for it.
But it was a fun one to watch. I mean, as Bulldog says, Naga Siren no longer used to run away from fights, but to initiate, get some fights going. We get some big team fights, big black holes.
I mean, it's not just initiation either. There were plenty of times where VP wanted to go in really bad. You see Gyrocopter pop his BKB, start running towards him, and then he just doesn't know. Is Naga going to sing? Am I going to get Black Hold? And there's no real good time for him to just commit with this entire team. It was spooky.
Yeah, it was an exciting one. We have a replay of a Black Hole play, of course. Gentlemen, talk me through this one, because this is the one.
This is where they feel like super confident. They're going in. They're in a pretty good lead, as we can see. So they're just going all the way in, and they're all grouping up here. And we can see, here it comes. Here comes the sleep, and they're all grouped up here.
And they do manage to get that pick, though, before online.
BKB wears off.
Look at that.
And we see Vengeful here. Like, he needs to be over here. He needs to be over here.
Oh.
But now the Ice Path, zoop, catch them, and he can just do a full duration Black Hole. Good night, everyone. And they're all dead.
Yeah.
That long-range stun from Jakiro really just coming through. Like, we talked about how maybe that would be Lion's job, is to make sure that Venge isn't able to cancel out that Black Hole, and they pick off the Lion, but it's just not enough with that Jakiro. The range on that Ice Path sheath.
It was gorgeous. We had the Vengeful Spirit wasn't even able to do anything. All he did was run and then die. Nisha, of course, focusing on the Vengeful Spirit first. But hey, who am I kidding? We knew how that game was going to turn out, apart from Bulldog, of course.
Dang.
I got the game 1, though. What about game 1?
I know.
We're 50-50 again.
I know, we're perfectly balanced at the moment. So why is it perfectly balanced? Why did Secret win? Was it that team fight? Was Virtus.pro not playing as you expected them to in this game?
VP played well, like they had the snowball going and everything, but at some point they couldn't really finish the game, so it went into that late game territory, and at that point they need to play like super perfect, otherwise they're gonna get comboed, they're gonna die, and they didn't play perfect.
No.
And Vengeful, you know, he if anyone need to play perfect, and it's hard to do that when you have no items and you're playing position 5, so it's a rough one.
It was a rough one indeed, and I'm wondering, Was Twitch chat mean or were they nice? I'm going to let you have a guess first. Mean or nice?
Mean or nice for Twitch chat?
Yes.
I'm going to say nice on this one. I believe.
Yes?
I think they're
well,
nice
let's find
too.
out. And next then?
Oh, chat. Oh!
Nisha.
Is it
Nice.
Yay!
Puppy for the
Puppy.
ice path?
Okay, he does one spell at one time and he's MVP. All right.
He won them the game.
He did win in
Yeah.
the game.
He's one spell.
Hater
Okay.
Bulldog.
All right, well, okay, he deserves it. He never gets it anyway.
No, he
in the
had,
other game.
even before that, top lane, there was a lot of fighting going on. He was
feeding like 5 times on top lane. Like non-stop feeding. Teeping top, dying. He should be the LVP.
So Twitch is nice.
Wow.
The couch is mean, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah. No, but he did get that ice pass, so sure, he deserves it.
And Nisha and Zai were very close as well. Well, it was a very split MVP vote. I think the most split we've had it.
Yeah.
You know, it was a sign of a good game. So I'm thinking, what's going to happen in the third game here? Because we've seen both teams win ones. Who do you guys feel is in the better form here? Because we've got 2 giants. These 2 are top of the DPC list for a reason. They are, at the moment, the top teams in the world. Number 1 and number 2. But who's number 1 and who's number 2?
I don't think there's a clear cut here. I think they're so even. We see them 1-1, right? So it's super even. It's hard to say. It just comes out to the draft, honestly. Gets the better draft, gets the comfort picks. Maybe you need to remove a few heroes. We've seen Doom being picked a lot. Not really working out, as it appears.
How's that fence feel? Just sitting back there on that fence, not picking a side, Bulldog?
I'm still feeling VP.
Okay. Try it out.
All right.
I feel Secret. I think Secret's the best team in the world right now.
All right.
I think they had one rough series, but other than that, they have been cruising through this lower bracket. VP, they're not cruising. They're losing a game in every single series they play.
Just you wait. Just you
Secret
wait.
struggled a little bit in that game too as well, though.
That's
Oh,
right.
yeah. This is not at all clear cut, but.
How about you, Slags?
Secret! I've been saying it all tournament, boy. Yeah! This is their meta. This is their tournament. Everybody's copying them and failing. Now they're even copying other teams now. They're stealing people's Naga Sirens. It's crazy. Nobody can stop them. Except for VP, maybe.
I mean, they did lose a game to them, and so far, Secret doesn't really lose too many games. The only one that I was able to take a game of them before this was VG Gaming.
Don't you understand that they had to lose game 1? They had to reverse the curse. It was the only way. Puppy's a genius.
Puppy is a genius. I mean, it is Puppy versus Solo, but at the same time, well, actually, it's Ramsey's drafting now a little bit with Arseek, right? New Blood versus Old Blood. Sunbee versus Arseek. I like that one better. All right, guys. It is time for game number 3.
Yes.
After the break.
No.